Hey guys, it's Ashley. This video, I found a project I made in 8th grade, and I thought that I would read some of the little essays and little notes I had in it, along with show you some really embarrassing photos of me when I was younger. I was in 8th grade 6 years ago, I want to say 5, 6 years ago, and a lot has actually changed. As you can see, it's a really big book, so I'm not going to read all of it. Just ones that really have changed in my life or I find really funny. So, I titled it, what did I title it? I titled it Playlist of My Life. I thought I was so cool and artistic. I loved scrapbooking, so I made it kind of like a scrapbook. Sorry, it's like I'm trying to like angle it well. Okay, so the first one, it's called, you can't really see it, Sibling. It's about my adopted sister. This is completely changed. Now, the way I felt about her and how close I felt is completely gone. I can kind of explain it after I read this. So, I haven't looked at this since 8th grade. So, it's going to be a learning experience for all of us and a fun experiment, I guess. I don't know what I'm calling it. Okay. Some people say that when you have a sister, that your sister will always be there for their sister. They also say that your sister will always be their best friend. Never heard anyone say that. Maybe like one or two people. For some people that's not always true, but for me it is. Not anymore. Aaron and I have our differences, but there are things that keep us together. We have a lot of the same things in common. Like music and our clothing stores. We are one and the same, yet not completely. I thought it was so cool. This is so weird. Life with Aaron is a million different emotions to deal with. Sometimes Aaron can irritate me to the end where I don't know what to do except yell back. I'm not going to read all this. A lot of siblings wish they didn't live with their sister or brother, but I have already lived without Aaron. One year in the summer, Aaron went to go to overnight camp, so I went to Camp McLean. That's the camp she went to. We were trying to figure out which camp she went to. I'm so glad I put this down. In Wisconsin for 2 weeks. It was the first time I got a glimpse of being an only child before she goes off to college, and I liked it. I hated it when she went to college, but I liked it. Oh, that was a long time ago. Sorry about that. Not long after she left, I got surgery, and when I got out of the hospital, I was missing her. I was wondering what she was doing, and I couldn't wait until she would get home. I'm guessing that's when I got my tonsils removed, because that's the only surgery I've ever had. But I feel like she went to camp a lot later. This one's good. She's one of the prettiest girls I've ever seen. I never tell her that, but it's true. No. I think I just want my teacher to think I was a nice person. I do like her hair, though, which I mentioned. That she has a pretty chestnut color to her hair. She's extremely thin, an amazing dancer, and an amazing singer. All three of those, the biggest lies I've ever told. I realized my life with my sister. Alright, the last paragraph. I can't imagine life not being sisters with Erin. She has introduced me to so many things and helps me a lot. Even though we fight a lot, I know we both love each other. At the end of the day, I know that she's not just my sister, she's my best friend too. I love her a ton and I know she loves me. I couldn't ask for a better older sister. Well, a few weeks ago, like 1 or 2 weeks ago, she asked me to do her a favor that I was not comfortable with. I'm obviously not going to say what it is, because I'm uncomfortable with it. I finally told my mom, because she told me not to tell my mom, but I was too uncomfortable, so I told her. And now my sister and I don't talk. My sister said I'm lying, and basically, yeah, and I have 3 other older siblings that are my birth siblings, and I realize it looks like I'm holding up 3. And they're all better than my adopted sister. They're amazing and nice and very supportive even when I'm being stupid. So, you guys are ready to move on? I have the student choices section, which I cover my first crush, voice, which I don't know what I meant by that, my thoughts on gay adoption, my adoption, and betrayal. Betrayal. It's kind of like a crush betrayal story. Some of them are actually really boring. And I put my friend's phone number in here, which is really weird. I don't know why I did that. It's really stupid. Okay. One day on Friday, I went to my church for Friday fun night. Every few weeks on Friday, the First Presbyterian Church at Deerfield holds this night of games for the children in middle school. Yeah, I thought we were children. So little, so innocent and cute. I enjoy going because I get to see all my friends from Caruso and 6th graders and 8th graders from Shepherd. The time was about 6:30 at night. I don't know why I felt like I needed to put the time. On a Friday. I first say that it's on a Friday. And then I said, the time was about 6:30 at night on a Friday. Yeah, I do that. We usually have a fun time together. Oh, sorry. I called up my friend Bailey. We usually have a good time together, so I thought it would be fun. I really wanted to meet my best friend Charles. Since they were both my best friends, I wanted them to meet, so they could become friends too, hopefully. So we basically picked Bailey up, introduced her to Charles and Matt, and Charles and Bailey became friends instantly, which is really good. Matt, on the other hand, couldn't wait to get away from her. That's my boy. I ended up running out of the room because Bailey made it uncomfortable because I had a crush on Charles. I don't know, I'm a horrible writer. For the rest of the night, everything was fine. We ran around and had a fun time. I almost forgot about our fight about Charles. Wait, we fought about Charles? Wait, what? Oh, she admitted she liked Charles. Okay. I don't know how to do any. Okay, whatever. I don't know what I'm talking about. I saw Charles and Matt coming up to me, looking around worried as I just stood there. I already had put my things down on a chair and I couldn't do anything. They talked to me while I walked with them and put their things down on chairs. We started off great, and I forgot why I even need my towel to cover me. Why did we need a towel? Oh. This is another Friday. Okay, I feel really stupid. Matt pushed me into the pool and they both jumped in. I loved having them as friends. I couldn't wait for the rest of the summer. Basically, Bailey asked out Charles and he said yes. And I was pissed because I liked him. I wanted to be with him. Girl code. So, the next section that I kind of want to read the whole thing through, which I might. Oh, it's actually really short. It's called First Crush. I changed the name because I'm pretty sure the guy was in my class, and obviously if I put his name, it'd be weird. He probably knew, though. It was about him. He's smart. I don't remember his name, though, honestly. So, I felt uncomfortable around my friends. They all had one thing in common that I never had. I thought something was wrong with me. I didn't know if it was normal that I never liked anyone. That is, until I was in 8th grade when I walked into class on the first day of school. I have liked people, and I was like in lust. This time I really did like him. I'm sorry, my phone is being blown up right now, and I need to silence it. I'm sorry about this. Okay. This is really unprofessional, but I'm not going to stop the video or fix it. I don't know. Of course I've liked guys before, but I never really had a crush on them. I never understood the difference between liking someone and having a crush on them. As I got older, I realized there's a huge difference. Huge, huge difference. I never realized I had a crush on Eli until halfway through 8th grade. And then there's an asterisk, which you can't see, but it's next to Eli. And on the cover, it says, next to an asterisk, names have been changed. I never really knew he existed until I was in class with him. His hair was cute like Monroe Chambers. He was my favorite actor in Degrassi, The Next Generation. Really cute. Yeah. And he had beautiful blue eyes. It's not the person I was thinking. Okay. I know who I'm talking about now. Before I knew it, I was staring at him at each period that I saw him. I don't think he ever noticed. But it kind of scared me. I have never stalked anyone before, and I was worried that I might end up doing that. I wanted to be his friend, but I was afraid of acting stupid in front of him. 8th grade girl acting stupid? Never. 2 months after noticing Eli had passed, I still didn't do anything. I was nervous to talk to him. Every time that I would try to talk to Eli, I couldn't get any words out of my mouth. When I talk about not wanting to stalk him, and he was in my English class, which I made this for, and I wrote a paper about him. Sounds like stalking. Oh well. So when I realized I truly had a crush on him, it was crazy, and I didn't want to get him to get the wrong impression. His friends had never liked me, so I knew that I just couldn't like him. I had to get him out of my mind, so I wouldn't earn anything that wasn't even there. The more I saw Eli, the more I liked him. That was until I saw him with Crystal. Crystal used to be one of my best friends. I should have had like a little key for myself to always keep, because I don't know who Crystal's supposed to be. I told her I liked Eli, but I was scared to talk to him. I didn't know what to do. She offered to help me and said it was okay. But what I didn't know was that she liked him too. Crystal was also friends with Eli, and she would flirt with him in front of me. Whenever I would see them, she would dangle him in front of me, as if she was saying, Eli likes me, not you, and look who has him now. Like, that's such a big thing. I should have been focusing on school. I'm not just saying that. Like, focusing on this is stupid. I was heartbroken. I just don't understand why anyone would do that. I was being stupid, but I got annoyed that I texted Eli saying that I liked him. There went the friendship that I wanted to have. He said he wants to be friends, which was surprising, but when I would see him in the halls or say hi, he wouldn't respond. He would just look at me and ignore me. I was so confused. How could he say we were friends, but then refuse to talk to me? I finally just let it go and stopped trying. I may have let go trying to talk to him, but I did not let go of the fact he said something and wouldn't carry it out. And that's when all my trust issues started, guys. Because of a stupid boy. I got to a point where I seriously had to leave. It made me sick, and both Eli and Crystal knew I was dying inside. It was so dramatic. I was dying inside. First crushes come and go. They sometimes end in a high note, and sometimes they don't. My first crush was a time when it turned sour. It ruined one of the best friendships that I could have possibly had, and now I will never know. It's too late to ever try to be his friend, because Eli, his family, and friends all dislike me. There is no way I can turn it around so they will like me. Hopefully after 8th grade, when we're in high school, we can start over, but I barely know him. If my first crush doesn't want to be friends now, I doubt he would want to be friends in high school. I ended up switching schools at like middle of freshman year, so I really had no friends from my high school. There's a voice piece. I think I was writing as if I was my mom. Alright, I'm going to read something pretty personal. Kind of goes with my adoption story. This is kind of about my feelings about being adopted. So I think that I thought it was important that in 8th grade people knew how I felt about it, because in that class I was the only one that was adopted. And I think it's a really good thing for everybody to know, because I'm very happy I was adopted, but I am very depressed about it too. And I have that right, that it's something amazing, but it's something horrible, and only people who are adopted can understand that if they do. So, this one's called My Adoption Piece, and I forgot to mention, every cover for the paper has an iPhone on it, and it says Now Playing, because it's a playlist of my life. So it has the album, which is the title of the piece, and then I picked a song that corresponded with it. And then it just said uploaded by me, which it has my actual legal name, so hopefully you can't read that. So the song I chose was In the Pouring Rain. Actually, I don't think I've ever heard that song before, but it sounded like it fit. So, here you go, my adoption piece. I always feel alone, no matter how many people I'm with. My friends tell me about their weekends with their parents and how much they love them. Even when I am with my friends or my family, I feel like part of me is empty. When I was younger, I never thought that it was a big deal, but now that I am growing older and more independent, I'm feeling more upset. Recently, I've been feeling more upset, rejected, and alone. I can't help the feeling, and I know the main reason. I'm adopted, and it now has turned my whole life upside down. I always kind of felt that way, that it turned my life upside down, but as I got older, and I really, until, the end of middle school, my parents were my parents. I talked about my birth parents, but my adopted parents are my parents. When I was going to high school, there was more than just, the woman who gave birth to me and the people who raised me. Because I started realizing that both families are my family. And I wanted to know my birth family. But my adoptive family, wouldn't let me. So anyways, when I was younger, my parents told me that I was adopted. I have never really thought much about it because I didn't think it was a big deal. I have adopted parents that love me, and I thought of them as always just my parents, not people that had taken care of me since they gave me up, and my birth parents gave me up. I love my mom and dad with all my heart, and I can't even think about not being with them. I have always thought that I didn't care that I was adopted. They love me, and I love them, and that's all I needed to know. I was also too young to comprehend what adoption really meant. I thought they wanted me to be with the parents I have now, but now that I'm older, I understand the deeper meaning. I don't think I really did until I actually met my birth family, which I did last year in 2015. It's funny because I said that I was too young to comprehend what adoption really meant. I explained it to my 5-year-old niece, who's now 6, that I was adopted. She understands it better than I still understand it. She's 6. So, she's really smart. But yeah, kids I feel like understand things more when it's not actually happening to them. I've never known life other than the one with the parents and sister I know. I always knew I was adopted, and for some reason, I don't remember my parents telling me that I was. I just remember always knowing. As I was getting older, I thought deeper of why I was adopted. I didn't just think of why my birth parents gave me up, but I also thought about why my parents had chosen to adopt me. For my birth parents, I had a theory of why they'd given me up. And for my adoptive parents, well, let's just say it's not that hard to understand. My theory for my birth parents giving me up was that they were not old enough. My parents' names were Marissa and Danny Vega. And I always loved the name Marissa. I loved Grease, and Danny Zuko was my favorite character. And Vega, I don't know where I came up with Vega. I think I just always liked that last name. I don't remember why I thought their last name was Vega. I guess I heard it somewhere from a friend and liked it. Anyway, they were in a long-term relationship at the age of 18, about maybe younger, and they had sex. They didn't want a child yet and weren't sure if they were going to have a family together. I had thought that Marissa and Danny had tried to hide the pregnancy, but when it was getting close to her due date, Marissa's mom found out, my grandma. Over the 9 months, Marissa and Danny wanted to keep the baby and wanted to start a family, but her mom wanted her to give her up for adoption. After fighting it for a while, Marissa agreed to give her baby, which is me, up for adoption. But because I'm usually always wrong, and because I talked to my mom about it, she told me the most important thing I didn't know. Her name wasn't Marissa. It's Sherry, which I spelled it wrong in here. Whatever. Before I was born, my mom had a child. His name was Elliot. When he was 1.5, he died of an illness, and no one knew what it was. They probably did, they just didn't tell me. My mom was distraught at his death, and she wanted more children. A year after his death, my adoptive parents got a call saying that my older sister's birth parents chose to adopt her, give her up for adoption. Yeah. 4 years later, they adopted me. It was more like 3.5, for being technical. There was a lot to go through to adopt me, but my sister's adoption was more out of the blue. In the adoption world, they call that a sky baby, I think. They told me that they really wanted me and more children. My mom said that even if Elliot was still alive, they would probably have adopted other children. She had a heart condition, and the doctor said that even with Elliot, it was risky to give birth. But I don't know if my mom would have adopted more children if Elliot was still alive. Even if she did, it might not have been me. I feel different than other people in my grade and in my family because out of all my friends and a lot of other people at my school, I'm the only one that is adopted. It's not true anymore, actually. I have a lot of friends who are adopted. I have more friends who are adopted than I do who aren't. My sister and I also the only people in our family that is adopted too. Even though it's just life and my parents say they love me, I just don't feel it. I don't know why, because deep down I know they do, but there is something in my brain that's saying I'm feeling the emptiness of Elliot's death, along with my sister who's doing that too. But when I have these thoughts of my parents not loving me, or wouldn't have adopted me if Elliot was still born or alive, it's stupid, and I feel like a horrible daughter. No one really knows where I'm coming from. They haven't gone what I've gone through. Each Mother's Day and Father's Day, I think of my birth parents a lot. My parents promised me that when I'm 18, they will tell me more about them and help me figure out anything I want. But I get scared. I always wonder what they are like and if they are even alive. I mean, they probably are, but they could have died from a freak accident or something. I don't know. It's actually really weird that I wrote that because my birth dad 6 years ago. No, yes, it will be 6 years this year at the end of 2016. He was driving a red pickup truck and a car hit him and he died. So he would have been 46 last year, I think. I'll have to figure that out. When my friends and other people in my class talk about their parents, mostly their moms, it makes me feel uncomfortable and upset because even though I have a mother who loves me deeply, I always wonder what it would be like to be with my birth mom. My parents said that they have never met my birth dad because he wasn't in the hospital when I was born. I don't even know what he looks like, and it makes me upset. And if people knew what it was like to be adopted, they would know that this is something that is really hard to deal with, which it is. I'm not always the nicest daughter. I have a lot of anger at home. At first, neither my mom nor I knew why that was. As I got older, I started thinking that it wasn't just moody. There was something in my brain, going on in my brain. That's exactly what it was. I'm constantly thinking about my birth parents and that they are missing from my life. I feel incomplete and always feel like they never wanted me. So that's why they put me up for adoption. Adoptive or not, I love my parents. They have been there for me through thick and through thin, no matter what. Being without them, I wouldn't be able to live. I honestly don't think of them as my adopted parents. I just call them mom and dad, because truthfully, that's all I've ever known them as. My birth parents have never been there for me in my life, and there are people in Shepherd who have been in my life longer than my birth parents. Everyone in my language arts class has been there for me and in my life longer than them. I love my friends and classmates until the end, and I don't care about my birth parents the way I care for them. It's not true. I think I said that to try to help myself cope with it. Obviously, that's not how it was. My boyfriend's cousin or friend is being a dick right now. Before I move on, let me just tell you this. Just text me saying Tyler's making me turn off my phone. Good night, sad face. I love you. I'll send you a message before I turn myself in. Bye. I think that's ridiculous. I want to talk to him. He's my boyfriend. Anyways, I'm sorry. This is probably one of the worst videos anyone's ever read. I watched. Ooh, my buckets list. Here, I'll show you some embarrassing photos. These two. It's my friend, me and Andrea. Says Andrea and I are at nightlife at Shepherd in 7th grade. And this is me baking something for a school project. I was being weird, but I really like that shirt. So on my bucket list, let's see if any of this is still true. Go scuba diving. I don't know anymore because I don't like sharks. They're scary. Work in an aquarium. I wanted to be a marine biologist. I don't know. The smell of like sea and fish gets me sick. Travel to Ireland. My sister went to Ireland and I thought that was pretty cool. Meet Cody Simpson. He's cool. He's Australian. Obviously I was into like boy bands and stuff. I don't know if I'd still meet him though. Be a marine biologist. I really want to be a cosmetologist, if anything. So I'd probably change that too. Meet Monroe Chambers. Still like my number one on my bucket list. He's cute. Here, I'll show you a picture. He's this one right here. He's adorable. Travel to Barcelona. Barcelona's cool. That would be awesome. I don't speak Spanish. Wow. That was the dumbest thing I've ever said. And I've said Norwegia before. Be on Degrassi. That would be pretty cool. But it'd be really hard because it's in Canada. Travel to Australia. That is still really high on my list. I think that'd be awesome. And just travel around the world kind of fits in with that. I would show you my family tree, but it's huge. Basically, the next few pages I'm flipping through are just talking about who each person in my family is. Here's an embarrassing photo of my adoptive mom. That's at this sister's wedding. That's my Aunt Nancy. She's not with us anymore. My Aunt Mona and my mom. I think she's about my age. Looks pretty pissed off. I would be too. If I looked like that. I'm not wearing that dress. Not her face. That was rude. Ooh, my poems. Okay. This poem is a Who Am I poem. So it's about who I am. And the song I put with it is At the Ballet. Wow, this is a 34-minute video. Okay. So, who am I? I seem to be sad, but I really am just shy. I used to think that my life was over when something went wrong, but now I know that tomorrow may be better. I wish for fame, but I would really like happiness. My name is... don't want to say it. But I also go by Marty. If anyone's smart, probably figure out what my legal name is. I would like to go to Australia, but I would settle for New York. If you told me to hurt someone emotionally, physically, I would say, what would Jesus do? Not anymore. I do not believe in a God. I do not believe in Jesus. I do believe in a higher power, however. If I told you I loved you, it would mean I really care about you. If you made fun of my friends, I would be beside them the whole time. If you made fun of me or what I say or do or believe, I would say that that's just me and I'm not going to change, which is not true. I would rather someone insult me than them insulting my friends and family. As I walk around, I see my friends, I hear my music playing on my iPod, I wonder what the day has in store for me. I know that the day will be great if I choose it to be. So, I had a free poem in here, but that's in my room somewhere. Then I had an addition poem, which was just another song. I chose Best Friend's Boyfriend by Kesha. And I'm really glad I put that in there because of the whole thing that Kesha's going through. Yeah, people suck. My other additional poem is a song lyric. It is It's Now or Never, sung by Dean and Lorraine and All Shook Up, written by Elvis. I love Elvis. He's my life. So let me just read some of the lyrics to you. It's now or never, come hold me tight, kiss me my darling, be mine tonight. Tomorrow will be too late, it's now or never, my love won't wait. When I first saw you, with your smile so tender, my heart was captured, my soul surrendered. I'd spend a lifetime waiting for the right time, now that you're near, the time is here at last. It's now or never, come hold me tight, kiss me my darling, be mine tonight. Tomorrow will be too late, it's now or never, my love won't wait. Just like a willow, we would cry an ocean, if we lost true love and sweet devotion. Your lips excite me, let your arms invite me, for who knows when we'll meet again this way. And then the rest of these are just song lyrics, so let me try to find embarrassing photos of me in here. Ooh, there we go. There we go, they're not that embarrassing. But, let me turn this down a little bit. So we have me and my family friend, who I don't really hang out with anymore, doing a Girls on the Run. That was just a 5K we did. Then we have my sister and my aunt, which is not embarrassing. Sorry about the glare. Up here is me when I thought I was really cool with my cousin, who she's actually really awesome now. And then here is me and my sister and our little, how can I do this? Modeling phase. Yeah, I guess. This book is so huge. I was a really weird kid growing up, and I'm proud of it. I think that's it, actually. Yeah, that's all I want to read. Also, because this video is getting really long, it's almost at 40 minutes. So, I know this video is probably pretty boring, but I wanted you guys to get to know me a little better. Since I cannot have normal conversations with people who watch my videos, because I don't really know who's watching my videos, I thought I'd share a little bit. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I'm not gonna advertise to give a thumbs down. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. I don't really care. It's just kind of it's 1:02 in the morning, so I mean, this isn't going to be the greatest video. So if you like, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, because as time goes on, I'm going to be making cooler videos. especially when my friend comes in from school. I'm going to be having some fun. And when I see my boyfriend again, we're going to make really stupid videos. Who knows? And if he's watching this, you might get to do my makeup one day. God. If you have any ideas for videos, feel free to comment or go like my page on Facebook, Ashley Spiller, and make sure it's the fan page and not my account if you come across it. I only accept my friends, obviously, people I know. So subscribe, like that. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I'll put everything in the description below. And yeah, I hope you guys have a really awesome night. And I'm going to try to make a really epic video on Sunday for my birthday. Yay! Still don't know what I'm doing for my birthday. So also if you guys have advice for that, what I should do. I'm turning 19. Yeah, so like, subscribe, follow me. Yeah. Hope you guys actually enjoyed this a lot more than I think you guys did. Alright. Bye. Love you guys.